What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Sebastian Alexander Bonet, but you can call me His Royal Highness, and welcome to another episode of Rhoyally PHUCKED. So, hopefully, my fellow Royals, you all are doing well, that you are just thriving in this whole ass pandemic, and that everything is going well with you. So, I finally saw Jingle Jangle, right? I'm not a holiday person. Like, I love Christmas music. That is about it. I often go through seasonal depression during the time of the holidays because, quite frankly, I don't have a lot of fond memories as a child that make me equate Christmas to good times. It wasn't that my Christmases were horrible, but it wasn't anything above and beyond as a child that makes me just scream Christmas. It wasn't really big in my household. Like, ooh, we're decorating everything down. The house is getting decorated. And then also, too, me as a single man, single gay man, being single for years upon years, you see everybody in their matching pajamas, and they're booed up, and they're getting engaged, and, they are, posing. And I get that, Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, it is the perfection page. They never show the bullshit that is going on in their relationship. They only show the happy, the perfection reel. They show the perfection. And even though in my subconscious, in my mind, I do know that it still does not soothe my seasonal depression, or it's called SAD, or SAP is the technical name for it. Seasonal something. But anyways, so normally this time of year, I normally go in the shell. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be around anybody. And that has been my way or my go-to for the past, couple of years or whatnot. But anyways, I finally waited to see Jingle Jangle, and I saw it after Christmas or whatnot, and I was thoroughly pleased. Now, if you're not familiar with Jingle Jangle, I don't know where you've been, but it is a Netflix original, and it stars Forrest Whitaker, Madeline Mills, Keegan-Michael Key, Ricky Martin, my alum, Miss Anika Noni Rose, my imaginary mother in my head, Felicia Richard, and Lisa Devia Phillips. It is by David E. Talbert. And I was surprised because if you know anything about David E. Talbert, he has done a lot of, and I'm looking on my phone, he's done a lot of those, or he started out as doing, like those church plays, like Tyler Perry, Medea, and whatnot. So he is, I guess, famous in his own right, but he has like a lot, I'm not going to read all of these, a lot of these stage plays. A Fool and His Money, He Say, She Say, But What Does God Say? What Goes Around Comes Around, Suddenly Single. But then he also has, I'm looking on Wikipedia, he also has movies. Some that were made into, some of his stage plays that were made into movies. And then Almost Christmas, I do remember that one. Was that Almost Christmas? Was that Gabrielle Union? I think that's on Netflix right now. First Sunday, that sounds familiar. Baggage Claim. I want to say, is that the one with, with Jill Scott and, what's these girls now? I can't see it. Jill Scott and Paula Patton. I'm looking at my phone. So he has done some movies. But anyways, this is the one that is just clicking that, he does movies now. So long story short, not going to make this long. This is about a movie about faith. Faith, the loss of faith, the loss of perseverance, and the inner saboteurs that tend to distract us, right? So long story short, Jingle Jangle, or I can't remember his first name, was it, let me go back. His first name is Geronicus Jingle. Was the greatest toy maker in all the land, greater than Toys R Us, greater than BK, what was it, BK Kids back in the day, Toys R Us, and there was another, anyways, toy store back in the day when I was growing up. But he was the greatest inventor, the greatest toy maker in all the land. And his apprentice, long story, stole his book of designs, his book of inventions, things that he had got to, things that he had not gotten to, things that he was working on. And he stole them, and then later on became the next greatest toy maker, only because he was working off of the designs of Jeronicus, right? When his book was stolen, he lost faith. He lost faith in himself that he was able to create anything else, that he was able to produce and keep that that spark going. And so he fell into a depressional state. He didn't have faith in himself. He didn't have faith in his ability to create and to design and to invent. And his wife died. And he ended up pushing his daughter away. Literally just told her to go on about your business. And that is played by Anika Noni Rose. And so she goes on to, I'm assuming, get married or have a child. And they don't mention her husband. But she had a child named Jingles. And her mother used to tell her all of these stories about her grandfather and how, how great he used to be and how smart he was and said and other, and that the only way that she can visit her granddaddy is if they are invited, right? And so they get this letter in the mail, and Anika sends Journey off to be with her father. Now Anika's character is, Jessica Jingle. Sends her off to be with her father, or Journey's grandfather. Through the process, the toy store is not what it used to be. He is a pawnbroker now. The bank is threatening to take, his house. Luckily, the bank guy is a longtime friend, but he still has to do what the bank says. Journey comes in and ultimately instills hope. Has to break through that tough exterior of her grandfather, and show compassion, show love, show diligence to steady chip away at his cold-heartedness, his depression, his his not willingness to see something in himself that his granddaughter Journey is seeing in him. And so throughout this, one final toy that Jeronicus was working on, it just wasn't working. But Journey got it to work. It was the something 3000. I don't remember the Buddy 3000. And the only reason how Journey and the apprentice, whatever his name is, got it to work is that the components were there, but you had to believe. You had to have faith. And that's what this movie is talking about. Having faith. You have to believe that things are going to happen. You have to speak those things into the atmosphere. And Jeronicus was not doing that. He was hoping, but he was not believing. Hoping and believing, hoping and faith are two different things. Believing, I believe that there is going to be a better day tomorrow. That's almost like saying, I know that there is going to be a better day tomorrow. Hoping is almost guessing, well, I hope tomorrow is going to be a better day. I hope that I get what I need. We don't hope in God. And I know this is not about God, but it's about the overarching of faith and believing. We don't hope in God. I hope God is going to fix it. I hope God is going to provide. No, I believe that God is going to provide. I know that God is going to provide. I know that it is working out for my good. Not that I hope that it's working out for my good. I hope that when you hope, there leaves room for doubt. When you believe, there is no doubt. Child, that was a word. But the components were there, but Journey and the apprentice, whatever his name is, believed, and Buddy came to life. The former apprentice, played by Keegan-Michael, Keegan-Michael Gustafson came back and stole Buddy 3000 because he was spying on them with a long telescope or whatnot. He came back and stole it. Long story, he tried to show it as he is because he already had a failed attempt for a toy, and so they weren't really too keen on coming back. And when Buddy did not work, he ordered it to the crusher. People laughed at him or whatnot, but Journey and the apprentice boy snuck into his factory to steal Buddy back, stole Buddy back. Long story short, got it back to Geronicus because he was outside of the factory. They got it back. Jessica came, or Nickelodeon Rose character came early, and they made amends about life and love and da-da-da. And on Christmas Eve, they put a Buddy back together, and it worked. On Christmas Day, when the man from the bank came, they saw that it worked, and that's pretty much about it. It reminded me of The Greatest Showman. It's a musical, so it definitely reminded me of The Greatest Showman, how it was set up and how it was kind of put together. It took me back to that. And one last thing. Journey is the one that wrote the letter. Remember I told you that Jessica, Veronica's grandfather, said that she would only send Journey or invite them over or to go see their grandfather if they were invited, meaning Veronica's had to invite them. She ended up, Journey, her daughter, his granddaughter, ended up writing a letter, forging his name, and sending it to themselves to invite her. He didn't know that she was coming, by no means. But everything worked for the good of those that love the Lord. That's what I took from it. So, long story short, this is my review of Jingle Jangle on Netflix. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, even though I know it's late. And other than that, that is about it. I'll let you guys later. Peace and much love. Ciao.